Good evening and welcome to your Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's AA action, where your Watertown Arrows face off against the Yankton Bucks. Welcome live on Watertown Arrow Activities on YouTube. I'm your host, Brandon Johnson. The Arrows come in tonight with a record of 1-4 after getting their first win against Aberdeen Central on Tuesday. The Arrows were dominant in that matchup, beating Aberdeen Central by 18 with the final score of 48-30. The Arrows this year are led in scoring by senior forward Jake Olson with 10 points per game, followed by juniors Dylan Rodden and Cohen Kranz at 8 and 7 per game. I got a chance to speak with Watertown Arrows coach Pat McClemens before the game today for some keys to success against the Bucks. Coach McClemens really emphasized rebounding, stating that the Arrows need to do a better job on that, not allowing second and third chance opportunities on defense, while also getting those opportunities on offense for second or third chances. Containing the three Rikens and not allowing them to penetrate and create. But the biggest key for the Arrows today is if they're able to score on a consistent basis. Coach McClemens emphasized that they can't get into a drought where they don't score or they're going to be in trouble tonight. McClemens ended by saying it could be a fast-paced game if we allow the Rikens to control the tempo. But on the flip side, the Arrows will look to push the ball and get quick scores as well. McClemens says that this game has potential and could be an entertaining one. The visiting team, the Yankton Bucks, started off the year at 2-1. The Bucks lost their previous matchup against the Mitchell Colonels, going down 51-44. The Bucks this year are led by Rugby, Mack, and Drew Riken, three senior guards who come in tonight averaging 19, 11, and 15 per game. At this time, there are no other Yankton players that have been in double digits for scoring on the year. So I'm guessing we can expect that the three will look to continue their dominance on the court against the Arrows tonight. Being able to meet with the head coach for the Yankton Bucks, Chris Haynes, on what it might take to come out on top tonight against the Arrows. Coach Haynes said that the Bucks are really just trying to figure themselves out this year after only playing 3 games to start December, January, where usually we're in a third of the season, maybe 6-7 games in. They've only played 3, so he's looking for their 8 seniors to rely on their leadership and rely on the playmakers and their ability. He's really stressing toughness and physicality for tonight, saying that Coach McClemens' teams are always physical and that Yankton always struggles against Watertown for some reason. He's not 100% sure why on that, but whenever they come to town, they usually struggle, and it's always a close game. So we can expect them to be physical, and he's guessing that they're going to have to earn their points tonight against the Arrows and Pat McClemens' strong defense. What we're seeing, there's not a lot of size difference between the two teams. They're pretty evenly matched, so I think what the coaches are saying, we can expect this game to be quick, fast-paced from both teams, and looking for both teams to push the ball and try to get quick scores on offense. So starting lineups that we have for tonight, first for the Yankton Bucks, we're going to see all seniors on the floor. The 5 starters are going to be a 5', 10" guard, Drew Riken. He is number 2. Number 3, Mac Riken, another 5'10" senior. I believe those two are twin brothers. Their main scorer, number 4, Rugby Riken, 6' senior guard. Number 14, a 6'3" senior forward, Cody Oswald. And big man down on the post, 6'6" senior, number 33 will be Michael Moores. For your home team, the Watertown Arrows, we're going to see 6' junior guard Dylan Rodden, number 4. We're going to see Cohen Kranz, a 6' junior guard. He'll be wearing number 10. 6'1" senior guard Dalton Baumberger, number 13. And we're going to see number 20, Jake Olson, who is the forward, 6'2". And number 5, 6'3" junior forward Caden Beauchamp. So right now we're going to take a short break while we hear from tonight's in-game announcer Mark Bellum for starting lineups as well. And also tonight's national anthem, which will be brought to you by the Watertown High School Band, led by Austin Fordham. We'll be back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena for an exciting night of ESD basketball. Tonight, we are pleased to welcome our guests, the players, coaches, and fans from Yankton High School.
Tonight's officials are Steve Shovel, Jim Ricketts Jr., and Scott Mack. Positive treatment of these officials will be expected at all times. Failure to do so could result in removal from this event. At this time, we ask you to remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
The national anthem will be played by Watertown High School Band under the direction of Austin Fordham. Please show proper respect to the flag by removing your hat. Stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty personnel not in uniform may salute the flag. First, let's meet our Arrow cheerleaders. Brooklyn Dahl, Natalie Benson, Erica Stodham, Lauren Keller, Grace Martinson, Alexis Olson, Erica Andrews, Mackenzie Lewis, Annabelle Brendan, Gracie Ryder. Arrow cheerleading advisor is Mallory Hoffman. Now the starting lineups first for the visiting Yankton Bucks. Number 2, a 5'10" senior guard, Drew Reichen. Number 3, a 5'10" senior guard, Mac Reichen. Number 4, a 6-foot senior guard, Rugby Reichen. Number 14, a 6'3" senior forward, Cody Oswald. And number 33, a 6'6" senior forward, Michael Moores. Assistant coaches, Jason Savvy, Matt Decker, Sawyer Schmitz, head coach of the Yankton Bucks, Chris Haynes. And now your Watertown Arrows. Number 4, a 6-foot junior guard, Dylan Rodden. Number 5, a 6'3" junior forward, Caden Beauchamp. Number 10 is a 6-foot junior guard, Colin Kranz. Number 13, a 6'1" senior guard, Dalton Baumberger. And number 20, a 6'2" junior forward, Jay Golson.
Assistant coaches, Manny Kranz, Tom Mattingly, Zach Bowman, Pierre Priest, head coach of the Arrows.
All right. Starting lineup out of the way. We're ready for some basketball. Watertown head coach Pat McClemens, assisted by Matty Kranz, Tommy Mattingly, and Zach Tobin. Yankton Bucks are coached by Chris Haynes, with the assistants being Jason Savvy, Sawyer Schmitz, and Matt Decker. We're ready for tip-off here. Should be a good one, folks. First possession going to belong to the Arrows. Rodden brings the ball to the floor, passes over to Jake Olson. Olson hesitates, takes a couple dribbles, moves the ball to the corner to Cohen Kranz. Kranz down to Beauchamp in the short corner. Skip across Jake Olson, dropped the pass but got it back. Oh, number 4, Dylan Rodden dribbled the ball out of bounds. Turnover for the Arrows. Yanktons take first possession on offense here. Let's see what they can do. The Arrows are going to come out in a man-to-man full court press. Number 4, Rugby Riken taking the ball up, guarded by Dylan Rodden. Riken moves it over to Mac Riken. Swings it to Michael Morris, down low to Cody Oswald. Left-handed little hook shot from 3 feet is good. Arrows move the ball up the floor. Beauchamp moves the ball to the corner to Baumberger. Baumberger takes a dribble, moves it back to Rodden up top. Yankton comes out man-to-man, putting some good pressure on the Arrows, not allowing anything really open. Beauchamp has the ball. Swings it over to Jake Olson in the corner. Olson takes a couple steps, drives, decides to kick it back out. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Arrows are going to need to get one up. They did get a shot up. The shot is good by Dylan Rodden, who beats the shot clock about 15 feet. Yankton takes possession, gets the ball down to Oswald again, who takes a 7-foot jump shot from the right corner and hits that as well too. So Oswald's off to a pretty strong start with 4 points already. Arrows come back on offense. Jake Olson possesses the ball in the left wings, moves it over to Beauchamp, back up to Kranz, into the corner. Baumberger misses the 3, which is rebounded by Beauchamp, so a good offensive rebound by Beauchamp. It looks like we have a travel violation. So we have another turnover for the Arrows. Arrows pick up man-to-man full court again. Rugby Riken taking the ball up. Moves it over to Drew Riken, skips it over to his brother Mac. Back to Drew. Drew takes a couple dribbles, drives, dumps it to Oswald, who finds Moores in the corner, wide open for 3, misses it. Just a little bit long, and a good defensive rebound by Rodden, who is also fouled on the rebound by Drew Riken. Good box out by Rodden, able to scoop that rebound up. Arrows bring the ball up the court. Do a little 3-man weave up top while they get their offense started. Rodden passes to Olson, wing, the right corner, sorry. Drew Riken misses the corner 3. Rebound by Cohen Kranz, and Yankton is also called for a foul again on that rebound. So Cohen Kranz comes down with the rebound and gets the foul. Rodden's going to bring the ball up the floor. Man-to-man defense still by Yankton. Tip ball, out of bounds. Possession remains with Watertown. We got number 15, Isaac Schelhaas. Number 21, Landon Potts. And number 22, Cooper Grotenhuis in for Yankton. Kranz moves it over to Rodden. Wide open, Jake Olson for 3 up top. Just hits the front of the rim. Does not go in. Rebound, number 21, Schelhaas. Yankton on offense, unable to do anything there. Good steal by Watertown. And Rodden goes all the way for a left-handed layup. A little bit more pressure by the Arrows. Yankton brings the ball up, moves the ball to the right corner. Morris takes a dribble in, misses about a 5-foot shot. Rebound goes, after a tip ball, rebound goes to the Watertown Arrows. Marcus Rabine. Rabine swings the ball over to Jake Olson. Moves the ball to the right wing. Cohen Kranz gets the ball back to Olson, who moves it back over to Rabine. Kranz down in the post, swings it out to Engstrom. Hard drive by Engstrom. Goes up, there's no foul call, but there is a jump ball possession going to Yankton Bucks. Number 2, Brody Torgensen, 5'8" junior guard coming in for the Arrows. Also, we're going to see Dalton Baumberger back in for the Arrows as well. Score is 6-9, 2:57 remaining in the first quarter. So far, it's been a physical game. Bucks bring the ball up the court with a little pressure by the Arrows. Number 3, Mac Reichen, shoots from the free throw line, just short off the rim. Rebound goes to the Arrows. Jake Olson skips the ball over to number 14, Will Engstrom. Right corner, or right 3, right on the money. So 3-pointer by Will Engstrom off the bench. Bucks bring the ball back up the floor. We're going to have a blocking foul. Number 3, Mac Reichen, is just about to get by Engstrom. Engstrom was called for the foul, though. Coming back into the game, 14, Cody Oswald, and for the Bucks, and number 5, Caden Beauchamp back in the game for the Arrows. Bucks take the ball out on the sideline. Mac Reichen brings it back up the court. Looking over to 15, Isaac Schellhaus. It goes right back to Reichen, who gets through the lane, tries to do a little fancy reverse layup with the right hand on the left side, unable to get that. Ball comes back down, goes out of bounds, possession Arrows. Baumberger bringing the ball up the court, guarded by Grotenhuis. Over to Rabine. Back to Engstrom. Engstrom looking around, finds Baumberger. Ball is tipped out of Baumberger's hands, but possession back to Arrows. Beauchamp has the ball up top. Had a man, but Yankton jumped in front of the pass. Turnover Arrows. Yankton comes down the floor. Right down low, 22. Cooper Grotenhuis puts the bucket in. Arrows back on offense. 14, Will Engstrom drives, decides to kick it back out to Beauchamp. Beauchamp makes a pass, which is intercepted by number 3, Mac Reichen, who takes it all the way for a 2-point bucket. So a couple early turnovers here by the Arrows, resulting in points for Yankton. Number 13, Dalton Baumberger misses a 3 from the right. Rebounded by the Bucks. Mac Reichen bringing the ball the other way. 14, Cody Oswald got a good seal in the post. Turnaround, 12-foot jump shot is good by Oswald. So he's 3 for 3, starting the game out really good. Baumberger gets the ball tipped out of his hand again, but gains possession. Number 14, Will Engstrom drives between 2 Bucks defenders and gets a foul called on the drive. So Arrows will take the ball out, I believe, underneath the basket. We're going to have some substitutions coming in. Number 20, Jake Olson. Number 4, Dylan Rodden back in. And Cohen Kranz is also back in. Rodden takes the ball out. Aaron, another bad pass on the inbound, stolen by number 2, Drew Reichen. Yankton brings the ball up the court really fast. Gets about a 15-foot jump shot, doesn't hit any part of the rim. Arrows get the rebound. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. Kranz up top, moves it to Rodden. Looks like the Arrows are going to opt for the last shot of the quarter. Rodden takes a couple dribbles, gets the ball to Marcus Rabine. Backdoor cut, wasn't there. Moves the ball to Jake Olson. He takes a contested 3 just off the rim. Bucks get the rebound, push the ball up with a second left. Number 14, Cody Oswald, tried to get a shot up before the quarter ended, but was unable to do so. So, end of one, we had Watertown Arrows at 9, Yankton Bucks at 15. We're going to take a quick break in between quarters while we enjoy some entertainment from the Watertown High School cheerleaders. We're back and just about ready for quarter number 2. Once again, Watertown Arrows 9, Yankton Bucks 15. First quarter, Watertown turned the ball over 4 times to Yankton's 1. So, got to do a little bit better job with the passing. Watertown starts the second quarter with possession of the ball. Rabine moves the ball over to Rodden up top. Little contested 3. He is pushed down, but they do not get a foul. The 3 is no good. Yankton Bucks rebound the ball and start pushing the ball up the floor. Bucks try to penetrate. Looks like he might have traveled there. Number 3, Mac Reichen, was looking for a foul, but travel came before the foul. So there goes a turnover, Yankton Bucks. Watertown brings the ball up the floor. Bucks back in man-to-man. Jake Olson moves the ball to Colin Kranz, skips the ball over to Rabine. Rabine has gotten into a little trouble, forced a pass, turned the ball over to Rugby Reichen. Rugby moves up the court, passes the ball to Mac Reichen, who goes up for the layup. Basket is no good, but there is a foul. So Mac Reichen will be going to the line to shoot 2. First free throws of the game for either team comes in the second quarter for the Yankton Bucks. First one is no good. See the second free throw coming up here for Mac Reichen. Mac so far is 2 points on the evening. Second one, no doubt that one's good. Watertown starts bringing the ball up the court. Rodden moves the ball over. Another errant pass. Luckily, the Watertown Arrows were able to maintain possession on that one. It was almost another turnover. Rabine moves the ball back over to Rodden. Gets in a little trouble. Puts it right up back top to Rabine, who hits a 3 from the top of the key. So Marcus Rabine, with his first bucket of the evening, is a 3-point field goal. Yankton brings the ball right back down the floor. Mac finds his brother in the corner, misses a 3, gets his own rebound over 3 arrows. I can't imagine Coach McClemens is going to be happy about that rebound. Rugby Reichen tries to sneak through a few Watertown defenders, dribbles the ball off the Arrows' feet. Possession remains Yankton. Number 14, Will Ingstrom, checks back into the game. Yankton inbounds the ball from the right corner. Gets the ball to Oswald, who almost steps out of bounds on the inbound pass. Gets it right back to Rugby, who kicks the ball over to Potts for 3 from the left corner. Misses the 3. Rebound goes to Jake Olson. Arrows push the ball back up. Olson drives, gets a little separation from the defender, puts up about a 17-foot shot from the right wing. Shot no good, rebounded by Yankton. Mac Reichen toughly defended by Ingstrom. Ingstrom forces Reichen to make a bad pass and turn the ball over, but Watertown just about did the same thing on the offensive side. Rodden tries to get creative and do a spin move, but the ball is stolen by Rugby Reichen, who takes it all the way for a layup. So Rugby Reichen with another 2-point bucket. Watertown getting a little sloppy. They're making some, so far, some passes that are resulting in turnovers and just not able to get past the Yankton Bucks defense right now. So turnovers are sitting at 6. Coach McClemmon calls a timeout of it. I guess he's going to be talking about defensive rebounding and the turnover situation and how that's going to need a change. So thankfully, Watertown is still only down 6 points after all those turnovers and forced plays that resulted in points after turnovers for the Yankton Bucks. So we're going to take a quick break while we wait for the timeout to end. We'll be right back with you. First horn went. Teams start getting back out on the court. We're at 5:44 left in the second period. Watertown Arrows 12, Yankton Bucks 18. Watertown takes possession after the timeout. On the court, we have Jake Olson, Dylan Rodden, Cohen Kranz, Caden Beauchamp, and Will Ingstrom for the Arrows. Yankton has Michael Moores, Drew Reichen, Rugby Reichen, Cody Oswald, and Mac Reichen. Watertown on offense. Jake Olson gets in trouble picking up his dribble there. Gets the ball to Rodden. Back to Olson. Skips the ball over to Beauchamp. Skips the ball over to Cohen Kranz. Beauchamp wide open up top for the 3. Misses the iron. Hits the left side of the backboard. Rebounded by the Bucks, but Jake Olson takes the ball away from Michael Moores. Unable to get points after that turnover, but good hustle play by Jake Olson. Bucks take possession of the ball. Cody Oswald takes a couple dribbles, dishes it off to Rugby Reichens, finds Oswald from 10 feet off the front of the iron, rebounded by Cohen Kranz. Watertown pushes the ball up to Rodden. Rodden gets the ball right back to Cohen Kranz from about 3 feet outside the three-point line off the back iron. Rebound Oswald. Gets it to Rugby, who kicks it to Mac Reichen, who kicks it to Drew Reichen, who finds Michael Moores underneath the bucket for an easy layup for the 6'6" senior. Watertown back on offense. Caden Beauchamp at the top, moves the ball over to Rodden. Jake Olson hesitates, looks like he's tripped up. They're going to call a blocking foul on Michael Moores as Jake Olson tried to dribble around him to the right and create something on offense for Watertown in the second quarter. Into the game, number 22, Cooper Grotenhuis, and number 15, Isaac Schellhaus. Well, we see number 15, Marcus Rabine, check back in for the Arrows. Watertown takes possession of the ball. Shot clock's not running. Neither is the clock, but either way, Cohen Kranz hits about an 18-foot jumper from the right corner, so Watertown was able to get off the clock miscue and get a couple points out of it. Yankton on offense. Schellhaus moves the ball over to Drew Reichen, moves the ball to Mac Reichen up at the top, who goes right by Rodden and makes a really tough contested layup. So great bucket by Mac Reichen. That was tough off the glass. Watertown back on offense. Rodden, spin move, kicks it over to Rabine. Rabine drives, decides to stop at the free throw line, finds Jake Olson in the right corner, just deep on the 3 for Jake Olson. Watertown needs to get back on defense. Luckily, Yankton didn't see the runner, Isaac Schellhaus, down the floor. That could have been an easy layup. But Schellhaus finds who other than Cody Oswald from about 12 feet from the right corner, and he hits another bucket. So Cody Oswald now with 8 points on the evening. He's only missed one shot. Cohen Kranz in the corner finds an easy cutting Marcus Rabine, who puts up a layup for 2. So great pass by Kranz to find Rabine for the easy layup on the backdoor cut. Drew Reichen bringing the ball up the floor. Finds Shellhaus at the top of the key, just gets away from him a little bit, but retains possession. Shellhaus moves the ball to Mac Reichen. Back to Oswald, but the pass is intercepted by Cohen Kranz. So heads up play by Kranz. Brings the ball down the floor, moves it over to Ingstrom. Ingstrom drives to the short corner on the left side, decides to move the ball back out to Kranz, who skips it to move the ball to Olsen, who skipped it to Kranz, and now finds Ingstrom. Jake Olsen takes a couple dribbles to the top of the key, finds a cutting Cohen Kranz with a nice Euro step move. What a great backdoor cut again. Great pass by Olsen, who finds that cutting Kranz for an easy layup. I say easy, but that's actually a really tough move that Kranz just made. And with Yankton on offense, they're going to turn the ball right back over on a charge. So I think that was Rodden that took the charge on that one. So Baumberger comes in for the Arrows, and I believe Moores comes back in for Yankton. So Watertown takes possession with 1:44 left in the second quarter after the charge call. Torgerson is in the game as well for Watertown. He brings the ball to the floor, moves it to Olsen, back to Kranz. Olsen into the corner to Rabine, swinging the ball all the way around to Cohen Kranz, who hits the 3 from the left corner. Cohen Kranz with 2 buckets, back-to-back possessions. So Arrows are starting to do something on offense now as they move within 3 points of the Bucks. Mac Reichen slowly brings the ball up, finds Oswald up at the top, moves the ball to Rugby Reichen, hits Drew Reichen, 2 feet behind 3-point line, and Drew hits the 3. So just like that, Bucks back up 6. Back-to-back 3s on possessions by each team there. Arrows start on offense again. Jake Olsen up top. Quick dribble over to Baumberger, who's wide open for 3. Hits the 3 from the right corner. Dalton Baumberger with a pass from Jake Olsen. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. 27 on the shot clock. Rugby Reichen looking to probably get 1 shot here to not allow the Arrows to possess the ball. 5-second count has started. Rugby dribbling all the way at the half-court line, guarded by Baumberger. 8 seconds remain in the second quarter. Rugby tries to do something on offense. Makes a really bad pass after a drive. Cohen Kranz steals the ball, puts it up from half court, just a little high as the ball hits the top of the backboard. So, end of the first half, the Arrows 27, Yankton Bucks 20. Arrows 24, sorry, Yankton Bucks 27. So, we got a little halftime entertainment here, and I believe the announcer said that the Watertown Arrow dance team will be doing a performance at the half. So we're gonna watch that, and we'll be back here in just a little bit with some first half stats and get ready for the second half to start. We'll be back.
Tonight's halftime entertainment is the Watertown Performance Dance Team. Tonight's dance was choreographed by Hannah Landmark and Maya Van Locken.
Welcome back to Watertown Aero Activities on YouTube. Halftime score between Yankton Bucks and Watertown Arrows. Yankton 27, Watertown 24. First half, didn't see much scoring. Leading scorers for Yankton is Cody Oswald with 8 points, followed by Drew Reichen with 6, Mac Reichen with 5, Michael Moores with 4, and Cooper Grotenheis with 2. Watertown, Cohen Kranz, leading scorer, with 7. Rodden with 6, Baumberger 3, Engstrom 3. First half, turnovers were an issue for Watertown as they turned the ball over 7 times, which led to Yankton, I believe, scoring off of 3 or 4 of those turnovers. So points off turnovers were a category definitely led by Yankton. So Watertown's going to look to bring the turnover situation down a little bit. Pat McClemens will make sure that gets taken care of. Rebounding, though, Watertown has been doing a pretty good job of rebounding, as well as Yankton. The rebound situation is about equal. Yankton's turned the ball over 5 times. So far we got it's a pretty fast-paced game. Yankton Bucks are looking to move the ball up the floor really fast, while Watertown is kind of trying to do so, but more settling for a half-court offense right now. Haven't really had an opportunity to push the ball down the floor and get those quick buckets. So we got about 2 minutes left before the second half kicks off, so we'll cut to a quick break again and come right back for the second half action. And we're back live on YouTube, Watertown Aero Activities for second half basketball. Arrows 24, Bucks 27. Yankton will possess the ball to start the second half. So, like I said, Watertown's going to need to cut down on some turnovers, also need to get some shots to fall. We're getting the open ones, but just not able to get the ball in the bucket yet. Yankton moving the ball. Bad pass by Mac Reichen to Drew Reichen. Off Drew's hands, out of bounds. Turnover, possession Arrows. Yankton picks up pressure at half court, man-to-man. Dylan Rodden bringing the ball down, moving it to Kranz. Swings it over to Jake Olson, moves Beauchamp, and back to Cohen Kranz, who has the ball taken from him by Drew Reichen. Yankton moves the ball up the floor, finds Rugby Reichen in the corner, who drives on the left corner all the way to the hoop for an easy bucket. So Mac Reichen with the second bucket of the game. Or Rugby, sorry, with the second bucket of the game. Watertown moves the ball on the floor. Caden Beauchamp in the short corner. Moves the ball back to Rodden. Beauchamp's wide open in the corner. Hits the three. Caden Beauchamp is on the board with his first bucket of the game. So three-pointer by Beauchamp. Yankton moves the ball. Watertown did not get back on defense. Pass to Michael Moores, he gets an easy layup and one as he's fouled by Caden Beauchamp. So Michael Moores will go to the free throw line to finish the three-point play. This is only the third free throw of the game, all by Yankton. So Watertown, hopefully we can see them get a little bit more aggressive and maybe get to the charity stripe a little bit. So Michael Moores misses the free throw. Rebound goes to the Arrows. Jake Olson from the top, moving the ball to Dylan Rodden. Baumberger to the corner, back to Olson. Olson drives, kicks it back out to Baumberger. He drives and kicks it right back out to Olson. A little lazy man-to-man defense as Watertown tries to move the ball around the perimeter to find something. Colin Kranz drives, kicks it to Beauchamp. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Olson finds Baumberger into the bucket, who's fouled by Mac Reichen, so just avoided the 35-second shot clock violation and what we just talked about, getting to the free throw line and getting these easy buckets. So Baumberger will go to the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Still a three-point game here. Minute and a half into the third quarter. Baumberger with the second free throw. No good. Off back iron, front iron. Rebound goes to the Bucks. Mac Reichen brings it up, swings it over to Drew Reichen, who shoots a 3 from the left wing. And it's good. So Mac to Drew. Drew hits another 3. That is his third one of the game. All 9 points coming off three-pointer. Jake Olson has the ball stripped by Michael Moores, who takes it all the way for a layup, contested layup. Olson got back on defense, but Moores with his 6'6" frame was able to go right over Olson. Olson brings the ball back up the floor for the Arrows, getting a little pressure by Moores again. Moves the ball to Beauchamp at the top. Beauchamp picks the dribble up and finds Cohen Kranz cutting. Kranz has to dish it out to Rodden, who tries to force a pass down low to Jake Olson, which is tipped. So possession remains Watertown, as Olson tried to get a little backdoor cut from Rodden. The ball just off the fingertips of the Yankton Bucks. Baumberger gets the ball from the inbound, moves it over to Rodden, who finds Cohen Kranz, and a three-point corner shot is no good, doesn't hit any part of the iron. Rebound goes to Yankton. Mac Reichen takes it all the way, and one right-handed layup on the left side and fouled on the shot. Bucket is good, and he will go to the line for 1. Mac Reichen with 7 points. Trying to get the three-point play topped off. Does not. Yankton retains possession, though, as the ball was tipped out of bounds out the rebound by Watertown. So we're going to have a quick timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Pat McClemens, as he wants to talk some things over with his team, as Yankton has extended this lead to 10 points with 5:20 remaining in the third period. We'll be right back. Watertown Arrow activities. Back. Yankton Bucks will retain possession after the tip ball out of bounds from the free throw. Underneath their own basket, we have Mac Reichen, Rugby Reichen, Michael Moores, Drew Reichen, and Cody Oswald in for Yankton. Watertown has Jake Olson, Dylan Rod, and Cohen Kranz, Caden Beauchamp, and Dalton Baumberger. Bucks moving the ball around the perimeter. Deep 3. missed by Drew Reichen. That was about 4 feet behind the three-point line from the top by Reichen. Watertown comes back on offense, and we're going to have a travel by Dylan Rodden. Thought he got the ball to the corner before the travel, but refs caught him. Arrows are going to pick Yankton back up in a full court man-to-man press. Will Engstrom and Marcus Rabine come in for the Arrows. Mac Reichen bringing the ball up the court, covered by Engstrom. And Mac gets all the way to the bucket, but misses the layup. Oh, and the rebound goes to Yankton, back to Mac Reichen, but he wasn't fully in bounds yet when he possessed that, so turnover by Yankton. We'll go back to the Arrows. Dylan Rodden bringing the ball up the court, covered by Mac Reichen. Rodden dribbles the ball all the way to the right corner. Kicks it to Olsen, who goes right back to Rodden. Rodden finds Olsen again at the top of the key. Olsen puts up a three, misses the three. Rebound by Will Engstrom, who has to save the ball in bounds and goes right to a Yankton buck. Nice pass underneath to Michael Moores from Rugby Reichen. Moores with an easy layup. So Moores has 10 points. That's the first time a Yankton buck has made double digits in scoring that doesn't have the last name of Reichen. So Michael Moores with 10 on the game. Arrows come back down, get a quick foul called. And Brody Torgensen will check in for Cohen Kranz. So the Arrows will maintain possession on the sideline. Torgensen throws the ball into Rodden. Rodden takes a dribble around Mac Reichen, gets called for the charge. So another turnover by the Arrows. That was a close call, could have gone either way, but I think the official saw that Rodden might have been a little bit out of control on that drive and fell into the defender, so he went with a charge call. So turnover Arrows, and Yankton brings the ball up the court. Mac Reichen swings it over to Rugby Reichen, who's guarded by Rodden. Rugby crosses over, drives middle, kicks it back out to number 2, Drew Reichen, who misses the three-point shot. Rebound goes in favor of the Arrows. Arrows trying to push the ball up the court a little bit, but decide to slow the pace. Torgensen moves it to Rabine, who finds Jake Olsen. Olsen kicks it to the corner to Will Engstrom, who takes a couple dribbles. Misses the 15-foot jump shot, and Jake Olsen tips the ball on the rebound right into a Yankton buck, and the ball deflects off the player and out of bounds, so Watertown will retain possession. Baumberger back in for the Arrows, as well as Kranz. 3:28 left in the third quarter. Arrows 28, Bucks 40. Bucks are starting to put up a little more offense, getting some easy buckets, extending the lead against the Arrows from the halftime of 3 to 12. Beauchamp down in the short corner on the right, kicks it out to Baumberger. Baumberger goes back to Beauchamp, swings the ball around to Rabine, who moves it to Torgerson all the way to the other corner. Baumberger takes a couple dribbles in, moves the ball up top to Beauchamp. Ball swings all the way to the corner to Cohen Kranz, who takes a couple dribbles and hits a little running floater. So 2 points by Cohen Kranz off the floater. Yankton pushes the ball up pretty quick, but Arrows get back on defense this time. So Yankton will start up in their half-court offense. Reichen moves the ball to Moores, who makes a long pass to 21. Landon Potts at the top of the key, but Potts misses the three. The ball deflects off the rim and goes out of bounds. Arrows possession. Into the game is going to be Dylan Rodden for Torgerson. .236 left, Arrows ball. They're moving up the court with Dylan Rodden. Rodden passes to Rabine at the top of the key, moves over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp to Baumberger. Bomberger moves it over to Rabine. Going Kranz thought about taking a shot, but it would have been highly contested. Decides to put it out to Bomberger, who misses a three. Yankton regains possession on the defensive rebound. Rugby Riken might have got away with the travel there, but nonetheless, he missed the shot, rebounded by the Bucks, who Cooper Grotenhuis goes right back up, misses that shot. Possession Arrows on the rebound. Rabine moves the ball over to Bomberger, tries to get it into the post to Beauchamp. Ball was tipped by Moores. Goes back out to Rodon, who misses a three. The three bounces off the rim and hits the back of the backboard, so Yankton will take possession after the ball is out of bounds. So Will Ingstrom comes in, as well as Brody Torgerson again. Moores will sit down. Cody Oswald comes back into the game for the Bucks. Yankton taking their time, up by 10, setting up the offense, trying to get a good shot out of this. Rugby Riken finds Oswald down low, goes right back to the top. Back to set up the half-court offense to Rugby. Rugby tries to sneak through two defenders and falls down. The ball is moving around, which eventually falls into the hands of Jake Olson. Olson tried to get to Beauchamp, but missed the pass to Beauchamp. Arrows recover the pass. We're going to have another charge call. Cooper Grotenhuis took a charge from Dalton Bomberger, as Bomberger tried to pass it down the baseline all the way to the corner. After he passed it, he just plowed over Grotenhuis. So charge was called into the game. Mac Riken in for Rugby Riken, as he's going to take a breather before the fourth quarter starts. So 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Arrows 30, Bucks 40. Arrows pick up right at full court with man-to-man pressure. Bucks bring the ball up the court. Good pressure by Ingstrom. Ball gets passed to Mac Riken, who does some pretty flashy handling as he takes a drive down to the right and gets an easy layup. So Mac Riken increases his point total to the night to 9. Arrows back on offense. Quick three by Brody Torgerson. So Arrows respond. Brody Torgerson hits his first bucket of the night. 3-point field goal. There's 24 seconds left in the third period. Bucks will look to take the last shot of the quarter. Moving the ball around by half court. Drew Riken has the ball. He takes a couple, or Mac Riken has the ball, takes a couple dribbles, gets down into the paint and kicks it out to the corner to Cooper Grotenhuis. Misses a 3-point shot, and the Arrows get the rebound. End of the third quarter, Arrows 33, Bucks 42. As Watertown High School cheerleaders come out for their performance between the quarters. Cheerleaders are coached by Mallory Hoffman. WHS cheerleaders include Erica Handrews, Natalie Benson, Annabelle Brent, Brooke Lindahl, Lauren Keller, Mackenzie Lewis, Grace Martinson, Alexis Olson, Grace Ritter, and Erica Stotto. We'll be back for fourth quarter action. Arrows down by 9 points right now. We're back. The fourth quarter begins. Arrows 33, Bucks 42. The Arrows will take possession to start the fourth quarter. Got to have a big quarter here. Down by 9 points. The Arrows are going to look to really push the ball and try to control the tempo of the game with the fast break offense. Torgerson takes a couple dribbles at the top, and we have another offensive foul on a moving screen. I believe the foul was called on Olson. Jake Olson gets called for the offensive foul, and Yankton will take back over. And for the Bucks, we have Mac Reichen, Drew Reichen, Cody Oswald, Michael Moores, and 22 Cooper Grotenhuis. Bucks come down, miss a bucket, rebound goes to the Arrows as Rodden drives in. Ball is blocked by Cooper Grotenhuis. Ball goes out of bounds, Arrows retain possession. So, on the floor for the Arrows, Dylan Rodden, Colin Kranz, Jake Olson, Marcus Rabine, and Brody Torgerson. Olson takes a couple dribbles from the right corner, gets by Michael Morris and gets a bucket. Easy layup for Jake Olson. That's his first 2 points of the game. So Arrows really are going to hope to look to Jake Olson to step up in the fourth quarter and lead the Arrows to a comeback. Leading scorer on the year, 10 points a game. Only with 2 so far this game. So look for Olson to be aggressive in the fourth quarter. We had a timeout by Yankton, so we'll take a quick break during this timeout. 7:12 left in the fourth quarter with the Arrows down 7, 35-42. We'll be right back. After the timeout, on the floor for Watertown, Torgerson, Rodden, Kranz, Olson, Rabine. Yankton, we see Drew Reichen, Rugby Reichen, Mac Reichen, Michael Moores, and Cody Oswald. Tipped pass on the inbound goes to the backcourt, possessed by Yankton. Drew Reichen moving the ball around the top, swinging to Moores, who gets the ball back to Oswald. Oswald guarded by Rabine. Turnaround jump shot is money. So Cody Oswald continues his performance on the night, now with 10 points. Arrows come back on offense. Olson sets a screen for Rodden. Rodden's fouled by Mac Reichen. The Arrows will possess the ball underneath their own basket. Down by 9 with 6:39 left in the fourth quarter. Ball's into Rabine, moved to Olson, back over to Rodden. Rodden takes about a 19-foot jump shot. Fouled! Bucket is good. Foul on the shot. So Dylan Rodden hits the jumper and will go to the line to shoot 1.
Going to the line to go for the 3-point play.
Great shot by Rodden. Just undercut on the box out. Hits the free throw. So 3-point play by Dylan Rodden. Arrows go with a little full court pressure on the trap and get the steal. Rodden, 3 no good. Moores tips the ball to Rugby Reichen. The Arrows still try to go with a little full court pressure. Moores finds Drew Reichen into the corner. Rugby Reichen, ball's tipped out of bounds out of Oswald's hands by Jake Olson. Possession Yankton. Rugby Reichen inbounds the ball and gets it right to Oswald on a little pick play. Oswald makes an easy right-handed layup. Arrows coming down the floor. Rodden tries to sneak through a defender. It's stolen by Drew Reichen. Reichen gets it up to Michael Moores, who misses the layup, but is fouled on the play by number 14, Will Engstrom. So Michael Moores will go to the line to shoot 2. First bucket, no good. Checking into the game is Engstrom, and apologies, that foul was committed by Jake Olson on Mike Moores. So Jake has 3 fouls. Will Engstrom into the game. Second free throw is no good, rebounded by Engstrom. So Yankton not shooting too hot from the free throw line. Could really open this game up if they would have made any of the 5 or 6 that they've missed. So Michael Moores with a foul. As Arrows tried to move the ball around, he got a little excited and tried to jump a pass, but committed a foul on Will Engstrom. That's his 3rd foul of the game as well. Arrows take possession on the sideline. Marcus Rabine will throw the ball in. Oh, Arrows just about went over and back on that inbounds play, but Rodden was able to get the ball in possession, but bad pass, and the Arrows turn the ball over again. Yankton moves the ball, and Cody Oswald finds a cutting Michael Moores for an easy layup. So Michael Moores continues to have a decent night. He's only averaging 3 points per game. He has 12 here tonight. Cohen Kranz is a recipient of a nice pass and an easy layup. So Kranz is continuing his night as well too, now with 11 points. Arrows down by 8. Yankton half-court offense. Will Engstrom looks like he tripped. Gave an open look to Rugby Reichen, who misses the 3, but the Bucks retain possession with an offensive rebound. Bring the ball back up to Mac Reichen, who dribble drives left and finds Michael Moores cutting again. The same exact play that just happened last possession. Michael Moores cuts the baseline and is the recipient of a good pass and an easy bucket. So, and hustle play on defense as well. Michael Moores forces Arrows to commit a turnover. So a lot of hustle by Michael Moores. He's been all over the floor today on offense and defense, creating opportunities for Yankton. Ball's moved to Oswald. Tries to penetrate to the lane, kicks it out to Drew Reichen, who drives baseline. Reichen does a little spin, turn around, and gets an easy shot off the glass. So Drew Reichen hits his first 2-point field goal of the game. He's got 3 threes as well. Arrows move the ball down the floor. Cohen Kranz, top of the key, dribbles twice, drives left, gets, well, thought he got fouled, but he made the layup. It was a timeout called, so Cohen Kranz, good penetration on that drive, flew right by the defender and had an easy left-handed layup. So the Arrows take a timeout. They're down 10 with 3:38 left in the game. So we'll be back in just a little bit after the timeout. Right, we're back with the Watertown Arrow activities. Just going to give a quick shout out to the crew behind the Watertown Arrow activities that's making all this possible. We have Parker Remmers, Carter Remmers, Spencer Remmers, Carter Miller, Katie Liederbrand, and JJ Hernandez. So big thanks to those students. They're the ones behind all the camera angles and making this possible for everybody to view this event live on YouTube and every other Watertown basketball home game, wrestling game, volleyball. So we get back to action. 3:38 left in the game. Yankton possesses the ball. Watertown is in a full court press trap. Yankton beats the press and are able to find a cutting Moores again on the baseline for an easy layup. So Moores really getting a lot of his points on these easy cuts. Pass by the Arrows is unable to be controlled and goes out of bounds. So turnover for Watertown. Yankton possesses. back in that full court press, man-to-man. Mac Reichen guarded by Will Engstrom. Reichen is able to get by Engstrom pretty easily and finds Drew Reichen in the corner for his 4th three-pointer of the game. Yankton is kind of putting this game away midway through the 4th quarter, up 15. Arrows possess the ball. Caden Beauchamp in a little bit of trouble. Finds Baumberger, who finds a cutting Jake Olson. Olson goes up for 2, misses the shot, but is fouled on the play. So Olson will go to the line and shoot 2. So far, Arrows are 2 for 3 from the free throw line. First free throw by Olson is good, nothing but net. Into the game, Marcus Rabine for Will Engstrom. Last 2:41 of the game, Watertown's going to be looking to continue that full court pressure, whether it's man-to-man or it looks like they're going to try to include a couple traps in there as well too, as Olson misses his 2nd free throw. So 1 for 2 from the line for Jake Olson, 3 points on the game. Yankton is able to escape the pressure again and set up into their half-court offense. Cody Oswald gets the ball down to Michael Moore's little spin move, tries to drive, tries to kick the ball back up. It's tipped by Beauchamp, but falls right into the hand of Oswald. Oswald goes to Rugby Reichen with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Rugby has to swing the ball over to Drew Reichen, who again hits another corner 3. So 5 3-pointers on the night for Drew Reichen. He's having himself a game. As Watertown comes back on offense, Rabine's pass is tipped out of bounds by Mac Reichen. Dylan Rodden comes in for Jake Olson with 1:57 remaining in the 4th quarter. So Arrows 43, Bucks 60. Cooper Grotenhuis comes into the game for Rugby Reichen. Not sure that we're going to see Rugby back in this game or not, being up 17. Arrows inbound ball to Rodden, moves it over to Rabine. Rabine gets the ball to Cohen Kranz, swings it to Beauchamp. Beauchamp, nice bounce pass down in the lane to Rabine, who gives a little Euro step but misses the layup. Rebound to the Bucks. Minute 37 left in the game. Bucks are slowing down the tempo. Their half-court offense has really been working to perfection for the Bucks this 2nd half. They've been getting a lot of really easy layups and open threes and making the best of it by hitting almost every one of them. So Mac Reichen dribbles around, misses the jump shot, rebound by Grotenhuis. New shot clock for the Yankton Bucks as they take it back out to half court with Drew Reichen. 1 minute remaining in the 4th period. Moores to Drew Reichen, passes it to Mac. Missed a cutter of Grotenhuis, but hits Moores in the corner. Moores shoots a 3, misses, and Grotenhuis is right there for the rebound, but the second chance put up is swatted away by Caden Beauchamp. So Beauchamp does not let Grotenhuis finish that second chance opportunity. Into the game, we're going to have Landon Potts, and Joshua Sheldon's going to make his first appearance, as well as Tucker Gilmore. So the Reichens are going to take a seat, as well as Cody Oswald. Into the game for the Arrows, we're going to have Brody Torgerson, Jack Hesh, Isaac Redfield, and number 24, Peyton Bisker, to finish out the game, along with Will Engstrom. So the Bucks maintain possession after the block by Beauchamp. 45 seconds left in the game, 34 on the shot clock. Ball's moved around up top, just around the perimeter by the Bucks, just taking as much time as they can off the clock to finish this game out. Good cut, good dish, and Isaac Schellhaus is the recipient of a good pass for an easy layup. 20 seconds left in the game. Arrows 43, Bucks 62. Number 0, Jack Hesh tries to put up a shot. It looks like it might have been tipped by a Buck. Yankton retains possession, and they're just going to dribble out to end the game. So the Yankton Bucks make a strong statement in the second half and end up beating the Arrows 62-43. So we'll be back shortly with some post-game wrap-up and a Watertown Arrow player of the game. All right, welcome back to Watertown Arrow activities post-game. So, final score of the evening: Yankton Bucks 62, Watertown 43. Yankton really dominated the second half of this event. It was a 3-point game at halftime. Ended up being a 19-point win. Watertown just couldn't get anything going the second half, while Yankton had their way on offense and defense, and everything just seemed to be going right for the Bucks. Final stats, point-wise, Mac Riken, the 5'10 senior guard, hit 5 3-pointers tonight, and also made an easy bucket as well too. So he finished with 17 points on the evening. Drew Riken finished with 9, Rugby Riken with 4. Cody Oswald finishes the game with 12, Shellhouse with 2, Grotenhuis with 2, and Michael Moores with 16. So coming into the night was a reminder that the Riken brothers had really kind of dominated the first 3 games for the Bucks, and averaging in the double figures, and no other Yankton Buck player had double figures through the first 3 games, but that changed tonight as Oswald put up 12 and Michael Moores exceeded his average of 3 points per game, totaling that up to 16 today. So Michael Moores is your MVP for the Yankton Bucks tonight. He really stepped up, and offense and defense-wise, with rebounds, he created a lot of the Yankton turnovers, which resulted in the points, and he was just all over the floor. So I think that the game MVP for Yankton is definitely going to be Michael. For your Watertown Arrows, turnovers were the key. Double-digit in turnovers today. Like I said, they just couldn't get anything going in the second half. They had a few shots, open shots that they just couldn't get to fall. Never really made it to the free throw line as much as you'd like to see a team. Um, Watertown shot 5 free throws. Yankton only shot 6 free throws. So a very quick game. Not very many fouls called and not very many trips to the free throw line. For the Arrows, we had scorers. Torgerson has 3. Dylan Rodden finished the game with 9. Caden Beauchamp with 3. Dalton Baumberger with 3. Marcus Rabine 5. Jake Olson with 3. And Cohen Kranz with 13. So kind of going back to the keys to the game where Coach McClemens really talked and stressed that Watertown needed to make the shots and not get into those droughts, which they fell into. There were periods where they wouldn't make a basket for 2 to 3 minutes. They come back, hit a couple, and fall into that same routine. So where they either turn the ball over, miss a shot, and didn't get many second chance opportunities. So Yankton moves on after the victory. They are now 3-1, while the Arrows are 1-5. Your player of the game for the Watertown Arrows is Cohen Kranz. So Cohen Kranz was kind of all over the floor. He had a couple tough buckets that he made. Was also the recipient of a couple passes that gave up a couple easy layups to Cohen Kranz. So Kranz again finished with 13 points on the evening. So he's your Watertown High School player of the game. So next matchup for the Watertown Arrows is going to be on Saturday, January 14th, as they go to visit Sioux Falls Christian in a non-conference matchup. The game is scheduled to tip off at 5 p.m. The Yankton Bucks, they also play on January 14th. They will be visiting the O'Gorman Knights. So thank you everyone for joining us on YouTube with the Watertown Arrow Athletics. And you guys have a great night.